What is a yacht stew? So maybe you've heard of this phrase before, but you're not 100% sure what a yacht steward or stewardess is. If that's the case, don't worry, I've been there. But by the end of this video, you will know exactly what this role is all about, as well as have some insider's knowledge to some of the amazing perks that come along with being a steward or stewardess on board a yacht. For the best advice and guidance on how to get into the yachting industry as a crew member, subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon if you want to get notified when I upload new videos every week. So what does a yacht stew do exactly? Well, a yacht steward or stewardess mainly works on the inside of the vessel, also known as the interior. Their main goal is to ensure that the guests have the most luxurious and epic time while they are on board. So what responsibilities would you have in this role? Now, before I climb into that, I first need to explain something. Depending on the size of the vessel that you are working on, will depend on the amount of responsibilities that you have. So if you work on a smaller yacht, say something that's like 40 meters or 30 meters, then your role will be more involved in all of the various departments. So you would be a yacht stewardess that is in control of laundry, housekeeping, and service. But if you work on a bigger yacht, these roles will be split into sections, into different departments. You would have a dedicated laundry stewardess, a dedicated housekeeping stewardess, and so on. For the sake of this video, I will cover 4 responsibilities that you would have. Let's use an example of saying that you are a stewardess on a 40-meter yacht. The first one is to ensure that the guests have the most luxurious experience while they are on board. Now this covers giving them outstanding service, as well as ensuring that somebody is always readily available to cater to their every need. And for the most part, you go out of your way to ensure that they feel really special while they are on board. The second one is to maintain the interior, as well as keep the interior at a really high level of cleanliness at all times. This includes the guest areas as well as the crew areas. The third responsibility is making sure that everything is ready and available. This means making sure the cupboards are stocked, fridges are stocked, making sure that everybody has exactly what they would need. The fourth responsibility is laundry, making sure that the guests receive their laundry back, as well as all the crew and their uniform and all of their personal items as well. So what kind of skills would you need to be a yacht stew? The first skill is you have to be polite and approachable. The second skill is you have to be able to work really well under pressure. And some of the other skills that you can learn is being organized, knowing how to make cocktails, flower arranging, and a whole bunch of other skills that you can bring to the table. The more the merrier. Comment below and let me know which skills you have that you think will help you to be a yacht stew. For example, when I first joined, I had cocktail making experience, and to this day, my prime cocktail is an espresso martini. So please do let me know what your special skill is. I'm really interested to see what everybody's talents are. So why would you want to be a yacht stew? Well, you get to travel, you get to experience some of the most luxurious destinations around the world. And the salary is pretty good too. What are some of the other perks that can be expected? Well, firstly, the friends and the connections that you make along the way are just next level. Some of the experiences that you will have are what dreams are made of. And you get to gain quite a few invaluable skills along the way. So now that you know what being a yacht steward or stewardess is all about, there might be a whole bunch of other questions that come to light. If that's the case, come and ask your question in the Start Yachting group on Facebook. There is a whole bunch of experienced yachties and myself in there who are readily available to answer any questions that you might have. See this as the ultimate support system for you in your new adventure. And it's totally free. You can join by clicking the link in the description below. There is also a surprise freebie in the description, so don't forget to check that out too. Check out these videos next for a deeper dive into being yacht crew. If you like this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.